They argue that we should not have pay equity for women workers. They argue that we should, in fact, you know what they argue? Is not only we should not raise the minimum wage, many Republicans will come here and tell you we should abolish the concept of the minimum wage. And if you can find in a high unemployment area workers prepared to work for $3 or $4 an hour, for many Republicans, that's a good idea. But to answer your question, look, $7.25 is now the federal minimum wage. It's a starvation wage. You do the arithmetic, people can't live on it. We have got to raise the minimum wage over a period of years to a living wage, in my view. Maybe it's a radical view. I don't think so. If somebody works 40 hours a week in the United States of America, that person should not be living in poverty. That's what a $15 minimum wage over a period of years would do. Now, you ask me the question, well, how do you negotiate with Republicans? And I'll tell you how. You rally the American people, who overwhelmingly believe, by the way, that the minimum wage should be raised, depending on the polls, maybe to $15 an hour. The Republicans get away with murder. They get away with trying to cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, not raise the minimum wage, because people are not organized in opposition to them. When we rally the American people, I think the Republicans will see the writing on the wall. They will come along with us.
Is that how you avoid class warfare? Because what you've been saying here really promotes class welfare.
Class warfare, you mean?
Yes. Well, did I say welfare?
You said class welfare. Well, you're right. We have been giving welfare to the very wealthiest people in this country for too long. That's not what you meant. But let me talk about so-called class warfare, okay? I've been accused of promoting class warfare, okay? So let me be clear. Class warfare goes on in the United States right now. The rich are getting much richer, the poor are getting poorer, and the middle class is disappearing. In the last 30 years, we have seen a shift, a redistribution of wealth to the tune of trillions of dollars that have gone out of the hands of the middle class and working families to the top 0.1%. The Republican budget passed a few months ago gave over $250 billion in tax breaks to the wealthiest 0.2%, and yet they cut Medicare, they cut Medicaid, they cut healthcare. That's class warfare.